Thank you for joining us in this edition of the show. There are a number of challenges confronting the Nigerian education system today, but our guest believes technology can solve some of these issues. Today's Tech Tips is on 4 ways to take advantage of LinkedIn. And our app of the week allows you to watch TV on the go. We have much more lined up for you, but first, enjoy some tech news and updates. This is Tech Trends, and I'm Chukwemeka Agbata.
Research shows that the children who are active on the playing field have more advantage to perform better in learning. And that's why STEM for Africa coaches are engaging children in activities like this to help optimize their physical condition. Science, Technology, Engineering and Math for Africa is an international non-profit organization founded in 2016. Their aim is to make Africa's STEM education a major player in contributing to global technology and scientific innovation.
Part of what we're trying to do is to deliver at least 150 seminars, we call them. So seminars are places where we can actually bring people together to teach them what we think, the educational curriculum / robotics and STEM related topics can help them get into a place, because in 5 years we want to actually start tackling the major problem which brought this organization together, which is the high importation of expert rates into the Nigerian technology industry, because we feel that we have people here that are smart enough, but they don't have the tools. For example, I started my education in FUTA in Akure. And when I transferred and I started university again in the US, I was at a lack. I knew all of the theory, but exams over there and teaching over there is just different, because they actually ask you how to apply what you learn, not just to memorize and recite. And part of that was actually physical hands-on. So those are things we want to try to implement in these kids, because they're still young. So imagine these kids 5 years from now with the build-up we're trying to do. They're going to basically be at par with their mates in other countries.
2016 Robotics Challenge, organized by STEM for Africa, is to introduce children from ages 7 to 11 on ways to spark their interest in science, and as well follow up with the children's progress in STEM in order to alleviate the challenges in the near future.
Where we feel we can start to make the best impact right away is at the very primary level. As we grow, next year, what we plan to do is to not only expand into different schools, primary schools. One of our plans is to also go to the secondary school. We have way more advanced projects for that level, where they'll be programming, electronics, building softwares, and also PLCs, programming logic controllers and all that. So we believe at that phase, this will be more of a benchmark for us to get a lot of lessons learned, have a base, know how to gauge the students, then move on as we go to that level.
At first, an introductory video plays via a projector or tablet to set the stage for ideas to be reviewed by pupils.
You are the programmer now. So you are going to program it. Exactly. So
after that, the kids will take you through the process of assembling the pool robot piece by piece using the Widow 2.0 software build.
Is it correct?
Oh, it's meant to be on these.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Figure it out. Nice. No.
At the completion of the exercise, pupils program the pool robot after selecting the related project using the provided tablet. They navigate to the related project and follow the step-by-step to program the blocks shown on the screen. coaches and organizers are impressed on how the kids were able to have a quick understanding about the project.
It's nice to see their aptitude for technology and how very quick they are to build things, how very excited they are to be able to explore very hands-on projects. At first when we started, we were talking about pollination, and it just seemed like this very abstract topic up in the air, and now it's really cool to see them having the bee and the flower, just putting it together and it's very hands-on, and they're able to explore the topic. Also, it's also very rewarding for me. This is not something that I had an opportunity to do when growing up, and I wish I had. So I'm very excited that they do have the opportunity to just explore technology and get very hands-on experience.
So far, the experience has really been wonderful, and we've learned a lot of things with the kids. They've taught them about forces, pulling, how the effects that force has on objects, and so far they've actually created a robot that can pull objects, and with different times we can adjust the program or the robots to work for some seconds or for more than a minute even. So far they've actually done well.
Some of the kids share their experience and how challenging it was for them to carry out this project.
We made a robot that can pull things, but you have to program in it to how many seconds you want it to be pulled for. And then all of us, we had some challenges, but then we finally got over it. First, when we did it, it didn't really work out, but second time when we tried again, it worked out.
It was kind of difficult. So as I was putting the robot facility, that scattered. So I now had to start all over again.
It was fun. It was nice as a first experience. But there were some parts where we were stuck and we had to go over again and look closely and carefully to find the problem. But we got through it in the end.
Ensuring the right infrastructure is in place and sustaining a project like this can be very tasking, especially in a nation where STEM education needs a rejig.
One of the things that we are going to be doing after this event is we are going to assess our successes and take feedbacks on how we should improve next year. So our short-term plan is to expand the program after defining the set of criteria of the schools that would participate next year into other countries. So we're planning on reaching out to some schools in Kenya. So that's one thing. And then we are in this process training the IT teachers. So all the IT teachers from the different schools are participating in this program. And then we're going to be donating all the robotics kits to the different schools.
After the robots are programmed, teams showcase their different designs and data they recorded using the documentation tool onto the cardboard sheet provided. The key objective of the training exercise is to show pupils and parents that STEM education can be fun if the right variables are in place.
In what looks like a typical office setting, a woman takes apart the central processing unit of a computer and uses it as a hot pan to make Chinese pancakes. That's just one of the many innovative videos from YouTube star and office chef who calls herself Miss Ye. Chinese hot pot, pancakes and flame-grilled fish are all cooked using everyday objects found in an office. The 23-year-old, who doesn't want to reveal her real name, first uploaded her videos onto Weibo, Chinese microblogging service, in January 2017, which quickly garnered millions of views. Riding on the momentum, she started posting videos on YouTube in February, one of the many websites banned in China due to the country's Great Firewall, where she quickly became a YouTube sensation with more than 500,000 subscribers. Ms. Ye says she hopes to expand her online presence outside of her home country. In her first trip outside of mainland China, Ms. Ye was among dozens of Asian internet celebrities who attended Hong Kong YouTube Fan Fest in September, where she met fans and performed a live show.
I think I spend all of my spare time watching a video. You know, she always have something new in the video, and sometimes it make me laughing so hard like that. The most special things for me it was that she cooking chianping with CPU with the PC CPU, and it was amazing for me. And she can make the CPU fix again after that.
Ms. Ye's team expects to make over $7.5 million a year through product placement, one of the sources of income for online video content makers. According to the Chinese Academy of Social Sciences, the online celebrity industry was valued at $8 billion last year, doubling figures from 2015. That figure is expected to rise to $15.2 billion in 2018.